What it do, T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 11, Episode 21 review. So we start off the episode with Bambi being at home, getting over her panic attack. Her mom is at her house helping take care of her. Karlie stops by to check on her as well. Bambi is just really embarrassed about her having a panic attack to that magnitude in public, and she just wishes, that everybody just forget about it and everything. So being somebody that suffers from anxiety and take medication every day for anxiety, when you're having a full-blown panic attack, like, it is the scariest thing ever, because you literally feel like you're about to pass away. Like with me, I start feeling really jittery. My heart starts to pound. It feels like my heart is about to stop, like I'm about to have a heart attack or a stroke, and your breathing gets shortened, and it's just terrifying. It really, truly, honestly is. So she tells Karlie that she is in fact going to go forward with the defamation suit against Momma Dee, because that's part of the reason why she's having panic attacks, and she just wants the whole situation to be done with, because her and Scrappy are no longer together, and she just wants all of the online drama to stop. Jock mama has unfortunately passed away from cancer, and Jock Kendra, his oldest son, and his brother are all at the funeral home doing the arrangements and everything. And Jock mentions in his confessional that his brother is really struggling with the passing of their mom. I guess he was probably really dependent on their mother. He has an addiction problem, and Jock just hopes that he doesn't relapse because of this. So he literally takes him outside and has a conversation with him about it, and telling him, call me if you need anything. I'm here for you. Like, I do not want you to relapse. And the brother is just like, he's still even trying to wrap his head around everything that is going on. Like, he looked so troubled, and I'm praying for their family, and I hope that he did not relapse in the process. So Momma Dee tells Erica when she goes to her boutique that she's going to invite Karlie and Diamond to her Royal Lashes launch party. And Bambi, not Bambi, Jesus. Erica is just like, okay, girl, like, why do you want me around these people? Like, me and Diamond ain't like that. I don't even like Karlie. Her and Karlie don't get along. She feels like Karlie is fake and all of these types of things. But because it's Momma Dee, she says she's going to come and support. So then we see Bambi, her mother Cece, and Karlie go to visit a lawyer to discuss, what claims can Bambi, put towards Momma Dee. She shows her all of these Instagram posts where people were saying, they were going to purchase things from her, but Momma Dee said not to, and all of these horrific things that Momma Dee has said about her on social media. Now, when it comes to the stuff that Momma Dee has said about that girl online, she has taken it too far several times. Like, okay, girl, we get it. You don't like her. But at the end of the day, you can't be wishing certain things and putting certain things on people. Like, that's not okay. It's not okay. And it is affecting her business if people are saying, I was going to purchase from you, but now I'm not because Momma Dee said such and such and such and such. That's not okay. And at the end of the day, she's not married to Scrappy anymore, but she still is the mother of your grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? And this is not helping the situation at all. It's very reminiscent to when she was getting into it really bad with Erica. At some point you got to stop, and you got to be the adult, the elder in this situation. So Bambi's lawyer tells her that she does in fact have a case there. So Bambi says that she wants a retraction statement from Momma Dee, a cease and desist, and maybe even an order of protection. But the order of protection would not just be for her, but her children as well, meaning that she could not be around the kids, which is so unfair. It's so unfair. And I think that that's taking it a bit too far. I can see her doing one on herself if she felt like she needed to take it to that extent. But the kids, I think, is a bit much, because like Erica has even said, no matter what her and Momma Dee went through in the past, she was always been a great grandmother to Imani. And I do believe that she loves her grandkids, and she does need to grow up and stop antagonizing and jumping in Scrappy's battles. But I just personally think that it's too much to do an order of protection on the kids, because then she literally will never be able to see them. And I think that's just being cutthroat and just wrong, because it's not going to help the situation. It's just going to once again make everything 10 times worse between her and Momma Dee, and then her and Scrappy and the kids. Like, it's just, it's a mess. So it's the day of Jock's mama's funeral, and his youngest baby, a 3-year-old little girl named Gianna, is at the funeral. This is the baby that he had on Kendra. Kendra is there. She speaks to the little girl and all of that stuff, you know, and he says that his mama would have wanted her to be there and all of that stuff. And it was a really nice homegoing service. So Kendra did mention in her confessional that she is trying to get used to this whole dynamic with this baby. We'll talk more about Kendra next week, because it seemed like on next week's episode she's gonna be cutting up, and I got a lot to say about Miss Kendra. So Amy is at her video shoot with Karlie. It looks cute from what we saw. Mozzie is there supporting. Her mom, who is her manager, comes by to support too, and she's real standoffish towards Mozzie. And when asked, she says that no, she does not respect him anymore. She simply does not. You can tell that he was shocked and hurt by that. But this is why you got to be careful with how you handle yourself when you break up with people. Going online, accusing them of this, that, and the third is just not okay. And he did do that to Amy. And then she had to respond. And it was just a whole bunch of mess. It really honestly was. It was very messy and it was very childish. So at this point, Amy just like, leave me out of it. I don't want no parts of it. But it's like, girl, you're in the middle of it. Now, apparently her and Mozzie not together no more. Seems like they've called it off once again. So I guess we'll find out and see if they have a reunion, child. So it's the day of Momma Dee's launch party. It literally was 5 people there. Girl, you could have had that in your living room. But okay. Diamond comes to show support, and when asked about Scrappy, she says that she's all for them, you know, pursuing a relationship, but basically he gotta be right. But she also goes on to say how she had to check him about the video he posted of him and Erica out, and Erica was, you know, dancing in front of him and all of this stuff and dropping it low. But my thing is, how you checking somebody that ain't your man? Y'all just kicking it. Y'all just kicking it. Obviously, y'all not together that he felt comfortable enough to be out with his other baby mama and posting her. So it's just like, why are y'all fighting over Scrappy? This man's name is Scrappy. It says it all right there. Like, what is happening? Like, that Peter Weeder gotta be, woo! Like, gotta be made of gold, platinum, all of the jewels, honey. It gotta be the 10th wonder of the world, child, because I just cannot. So Diamond in her confessional say the video screamed, I wanted attention from both of them. Everything ain't a subliminal towards you or all of that. Like, it can just be honestly 2 grown people having a good time with each other in that moment. And this is why you have to be real confident within yourself and your situation with somebody when y'all not official with each other, because you have to have tough skin to be able to date somebody knowing that they're dating other people. That's a lot to deal with. But I just think that Diamond and Erica behave so childishly when it comes to this whole entire situation, because I don't understand why either one of y'all are dealing with this fool. Ain't nothing changed about him since 2005. He has been the same person. He is stuck. Whew. So Erica arrives and Momma Dee asks that they all talk, and Erica in her confession was like, I'm not worried about Diamond. She is so 2006. And this is what I be talking about, the shade towards each other. It's like, oh my God. So Momma Dee was like, y'all both dating Scrappy? She was like, because I want to know. Now that I got y'all here, I want to know. So Erica was like, we going out several times. He calls them dates. I say we hanging out. And so Diamond was like, oh, really? Okay. You can tell she was hot. Okay. She was pissed. But she kept it cute. And so Diamond says in her confessional that she's at his house every day. He's cooking for her. He's posting her on social media so everybody know what's real and all of this stuff. And I'm like, Diamond, that's not a flex that you over his house every day. You're over his house every day because he wants some cootie cat. He's cooking you breakfast and cooking you food because he got to eat too, girl. Like, that's not a flex, girl. That's so not. I could see if he was out here buying you riverboats. Houses and all of this type of stuff. Girl, he made you some $5 bacon and eggs. Girl, get somewhere and sit down. Like, grow up. Like, that's kid stuff. So Diamond was like, well, did anything schmexual happen because he was sucking on my kitty cat meow real good? And I was like, okay, all of that wasn't even necessary, but that was just a dig to her because you just said that y'all went on dates. And so Erica was like, ooh, okay, graphic TMI. And she was like, no, that hasn't happened. And I don't even think if it had, she would have admitted it. I think something has happened between them, of course, but I don't think that she was going to admit that and willingly look like a fool on national television. So Karlie arrives, child, and tries to hug Erica, and Erica do one of these like, no, I'm good. And so she was like, oh, okay. And I don't even know why they fell out. Did they even say why they fell out? I don't even remember, child. So Diamond was like, she must be friends with Bambi. And Momma Dee was like, you aren't, are you? You aren't, because you know she the enemy. You know she the da-da-da-da-da. So Karlie pulled Momma Dee to the side and sit down with her and asked if she willing to make peace with Bambi, because attorneys have gotten involved. And Karlie pulls out the paperwork. I guess it was a cease and desist or whatever. And this is where I was like, Karlie, you putting yourself in mess once again that ain't got nothing to do with you. And now you're severing relationships with people based off you involving yourself in other people's drama. I don't feel like it was her right and her place to even do that, because this is real. Like, this ain't a storyline for a show. This is real. I wouldn't even had no parts of that. Girl, if you want her to see this, that is real, mail it to her, do something. But I personally don't want to get involved because I have relationships with both of y'all. I feel like she was 1000% wrong, but I also feel like Karlie was doing the most this second half of season 11, because the first half of season 11, Karlie wasn't really doing too much of nothing. She kind of really played the background. She ain't really had no storyline going. So I feel like she was trying to step it up in the second half of this season. So Momma Dee was like, go back and tell the other side to kiss my butt. So Erica is annoyed with Karlie, like, why are you even doing all this? Why are you involving yourself in this? And Karlie was like, when it comes to somebody's health, you need to stop, Momma Dee. And Momma Dee was like, I don't give a darn about her health over my son. God. And so Karlie was like, so you want her to be unalived? And Momma Dee was like, I don't give a F what happens to that goddamn Biz Nae. Now that wasn't right, Momma Dee, because at the end of the day, like you said earlier, that's still the mother of your grandchildren and they need her. Like, that's just nasty, downright nasty, and ain't no good gonna come to you for saying stuff like that. So they screaming back and forth, and Karlie's like, you don't mean it. You don't mean it. You don't mean it. And I'm like, oh my God, Cardi, you and your booty need to get out of here. I'm sick of it. So Momma Dee was like, Erica was like, why are you so deeply invested? And Karlie says, because if it happened to you, I would be invested as well. And Erica was like, it did happen to me. Imani been in therapy for years because of this girl. And Karlie was like, well, I don't know the whole story. And Erica was like, exactly. So stay out of it. Like, this is none of your business. And I agreed with Erica, because you're doing too much. You really honestly are. This is a family issue. There are so many moving parts to it. You don't need to be involved. You just simply do not. And since when are Bambi and Karlie so cool now. I guess because Erica gone and she ain't got Sierra. Okay, yeah, she's pretty much a lone wolf this second half of the season. She ain't got nobody. That's why. Okay, makes sense now. Maybe she'll make friends with like Jessica, but Jessica barely on the show. Or maybe Rennie or Erica Banks or something like that, or what's her name? Shit up. Amy. Maybe. But anywho, it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta a B+. It was good. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what you guys felt about the episode. Don't forget, Friday at about 5 or 6 Central Time, I will be going live on this channel to do a makeup tutorial, shoot the ish with you guys, so make sure you tune in. And I will start the vlogging process this week of redecorating one of my bedrooms and turning it into my closet room, so be on the lookout for that as well. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.